And so we're going to be going over how to run this course. And so you'll see something that looks a lot like this. There'll probably be one or two more announcements. In fact, let's just switch it up to student view for you guys. All right, so you're going to see something that looks exactly like this because we don't have a pink bar here. So you just click here on Let's Get Started. You're going to see first steps. You won't have these question marks. I'm running in Safari. I should put this in Firefox. That's one thing for you to know. Safari doesn't always load the icons because of security reasons. Firefox will, or Chrome, or whatever it is. So this is just useful information to have. You're able to download and just print it out. You're going to need the pre-calculus book, 6th edition, 6th or 7th, they had to do that. You can just click on the first assignment, and it'll pop you to it, and you can get to that. I'll show you how to do that in a second. You can have a calculator. You don't really have to have the textbook, and I'll explain why in a second, but you must have a LevelSign account because we're going to do all exams that way, we're going to do all homework that way, and that's through the department, so I don't get a choice, that's what we have to do. You can set up your notifications if you want, so every time I post something, it'll instantly ping you. I probably won't mass email the class anymore, it's always just going to be on Canvas from now on. Here's the OIT information, your Canvas guide. Here's Linda. And there's a great resource for anything from learning how to program in R to learning photography, or learning Photoshop, which I'll be using it for this year. Office of Online Education, Academic Integrity, we'll get into more of this, and then take this, and then go ahead and explore. So let's actually just go to the modules. So most of the stuff you'll do is through modules. You're going to see this video probably right in between these two once I get it uploaded. I can't upload it now, I have the video. I have a slot for it, I just can't upload the video yet. In fact, we'll just do the same here. So, first steps, meet your instructor. It's not going to load the picture. You're not going to see the smug picture of me. You'll see a smug picture of me here. I'm Professor Tim Neeger. I've been teaching math for a very long time. This is my office. However, due to the remote nature, I will be holding office hours. I'm going to just post it as a thing. I'm going to make the Zoom office because I told them not allowed to do it in person because of COVID, which is fine. So we'll just have them over Zoom. So I'll list my Zoom office hours. And I've been teaching higher education for 6 years. It might be 7 years at this point. I've had many students, and my goal is just to help you get through the math world. When I teach freshmen, I was like, okay, let's just get through the math world. And when I teach, graduate or courses, I'm like, okay, let's love the math world. You're not going to love everything, but we'll get you through it, and we'll get you to at least be excited a little bit about math. I'm an animal lover, a bird watcher, photographer. You're supposed to list some of this stuff. That's who I am. I did my research in nano-optics, and so for you engineers out there, that's what my research is. Here's the syllabus. We're going to go over it because no one reads the syllabus. Make sure I have everything here. This is web-based, so everything's just going to be asynchronous, so it means I post everything and just do it on your own time. Here's my office location. Here's the office hours. I'll post the link to that. It's going to be done through Zoom. You're allowed either edition of the book, but you must have this web assign. Let me explain how to do this. Now that it's set up, now that IT's clicked the 4 buttons I need to click, you just click here. You're going to click in here. No, what's that one? You're going to click on the first homework assignment, which is right here. You're going to click here. You're just going to click login to a new window, and then it's going to bring you over to Canvas, and then you're going to sign in or create an account, right? So either way, and then you just do it. And so you work through the homework through here. Okay? In fact, let's let me explain what's going on, then we'll go back to the syllabus. So every week you're going to see a little overview. You click on the overview, it tells you what to do in what order. Here's what we're going over. Here's a little introductory paragraphs, the big takeaways, the learning objectives. And then I make for you every week a thing to do in order by what time. So the first thing is go through Let's Get Started module. Go through all that. The second thing is register for a WebAssign account to gain access to all the assignments. Third thing is to complete this introductory discussion. So it's I'll show you what that is. You need to attempt all your homework by Thursday. You're going to complete your check-in quiz by Thursday, and you're going to post your initial questions by Thursday, all at 10:30. Everything's due at 10:30 in this class for a very specific reason. That's because IT closes at 11. So that way, any problems you have, you can call IT and fix them before your the due dates. And you're going to turn in notes by Friday at 10:30, and then the homeworks. The final discussion post is due at Saturday at 10:30, and then the final homework's due at Saturday at 10:30. And if there's I think there's an exam, I do them on Sundays. They do it Sundays at 10:30, so you have an extra day to take the exam after you finish the homework. Another reason to make it at 10:30 is because no matter what time I set it, I'm going to have half the class turn it in within the 2-hour period before it's due. Just how you guys work. You can do all of this. You could be done with the first 2 weeks today if you want. And I usually give this week and next week's up, and so by the end of this week you'll still have next week up. I still need to make 2 more videos for the next week because I'm redoing how everything's been doing this term to make it better for you guys. So the videos will be posted, and I'll post them with the videos, and after that I probably won't open the modules until the videos are there. So every week you just click here, figure out what you need to do in what order, go back to the modules, and the modules basically go in that order. Click on introduce yourself, right? So you're going to introduce yourself, and a lot of you have already started this, right? So there's a whole bunch of you, right? So just do this by the time class starts, or before Thursday, right? It'll say when it's due. The next thing you need to do is get access to the notes. So here's the notes. I will make these notes every week for you guys. So you're going to download or print out these notes, whatever works for you guys. And so you need to be able to print these notes or have them on a tablet. I have an iPad, I also have a drawing tablet. I have a couple things. Some people just do it on their phones. I've seen everything. All you have to do is somehow get access to a PDF, be able to edit a PDF and make your own marks on it, and then upload a PDF. And so you need to do those 3 things. And there's 2 common paths. One is if you have some sort of iPad or Surface or a phone, you have some PDF editor, you just download it, make your notes on the PDF editor, and then save it, and then upload the PDF to where I'll show you where to upload in a second. The second option is you print out these notes, you handwrite them, and then you use a PDF converter for your phone. My honest suggestion, I'm not paid, but Adobe Scan. Okay, so this right here, Adobe Scan, it's both for iPhone and Apple, and it's free. And literally, you just kind of like wave your phone over it, and it makes documents, and it's like super easy. Okay. So this is the easiest, and it makes clean, small, nice documents. And so if you have to upload it as a PDF, I force it to be that way. If not, you cannot submit it. So learn how to do that. So if you are uncomfortable and don't know how to do that right away, try to get it done early. Okay, or you can ask somebody. Okay, if you have questions on how to do that, go ahead and post them in homework questions, right? And so when you do your homework, you're going to have to do questions. So if like I don't know how to make the notes, can someone walk me through it? And they can do this or upload videos or do all that. We'll get to this discussion in a second. So how do we fill out the notes? Well, right here, there's a video for you. You just click it right here, brings to my YouTube page, so we are going and it just goes through me lecturing on the video. Here, okay. We're going to go back. If you've been in my class before, I used to just upload the completed notes after class, but since I have to record everything, you'll just have to watch it and just pretend like you're following it. So you just watch these. These aren't very long. It only takes like 13 minutes. So like the total lecture time is 14 minutes for the first class, first week. So it's really quite small. I just want you to mess with stuff. And so you're going to fill out, this will show you everything you need to know for the notes. And so you just fill this out and complete it, and then you're done. And so once you have this all filled out, completely filled out, let's go back to this. You're going to go back to home. You're going to go to modules. You're going to see week 1 notes. This is where you turn it in. T's worth 5 points. You get 5 points per section. And then you submit assignments, and then you just upload the completed PDF. Under no circumstances upload your friend's PDF. If I see 2 PDFs that look exactly the same because you made the same markings on it, you'll both get 0s and go to the academic misconduct office. Please, please, please do your own work. I mean, it's not, I mean, you literally just follow along. So, so that's, you upload the notes. Okay, so you need to do that every week. If there's something on the homework, and so you have to click on the homework, you just click here, it'll take you to WebAssign. You'll do everything through WebAssign. So when you do this, there's a check-in quiz. It's due every Thursday. It basically says, did you watch the video? Did you fill out the notes, right? You don't have to have them uploaded, but did you watch the videos, right? That's all the check-in quiz is really doing. Now, there's supplemental material. So this is the videos that George does. So this is George. This isn't me, this is George. He does videos, and so he does videos with kind of a fisheye camera and goes through everything. And so if my notes or something tends to miss it, George tends to get it, and if George tends to miss it, I tend to get it, right? And so usually the notes, let's go back. Usually these week 1 videos, usually that will suffice, right? Usually suffice for everything you need for the notes and for the homework. Yeah, there's some things in the book that I don't cover in huge detail, and there's some things on the notes, but I try to make it as close as possible. If not, please watch the videos, and if you're just lost, watch the videos. It's always nice to see another person go through the exact same section who's been teaching, and George has been teaching this longer than I have, so so you have both available for you. So you're gonna for this week, you're gonna introduce yourself. You're gonna make the PDF of these notes, watch the video, fill out the notes as I go through them with you, right? Do your check-in quiz. It's about 5 questions, like did you pay attention? Start working on the homework. When you're done with the notes, go ahead and upload them. The second you're done with them, go ahead and upload them. Start working on the homework. Ask some questions. Let's go into this. So here, this is mandatory, it's 10 points, and so every week I want you to make at least 2 posts, right? Do one by Thursday and do the other one by Saturday, right? The grading criteria, basically I hope you ask a question, hi, I didn't understand this, and then you'll answer someone's questions like, hi, this is what I found out worked. You can post whatever you want, that as long as it's, and if you can, let me start. If you can post whatever you want as long as it's related to the material and get points for it, right? In fact, you can post whatever you want, I said down here. Feel free to share anything else. It may not count to your 2 points, right? AKA if you're helping students proposing, that counts towards 2 points. But if you want to share silly memes, that's fine. If you want to have the dog on fire that says this is fine, right? About how you feel about the exam, that's okay. I mean, I encourage you to use this more. Sometimes I'll set up Discord Discord for my classes, but since I have to grade participation, these classes got bigger than they used to be, so it's just a little hard for me to grade them. So I just want you to just treat it as an internet form. Post whatever you want, right? Say you hate my face for all I care, right? You know, do whatever you like. Feel free, but as long as you have 2 posts that are math related, you'll get full points, right? Math related towards what we're doing. And so if you find like a really nice video, like a Khan Academy thing on YouTube where some guy explains something really nice, post it, right? And you'll get points for it. So this is just, don't stress about this, just be engaged, right? And if I don't have you get engaged talking to each other, you kind of get disenfranchised. So don't worry too much about it, but do engage with this every week. I've had students just not do well in the class because they never post on the discussion board. This is part of your grade, okay? All right, and after that, you're going to just finish your homework, and then that's it. Week two operates the same way. You're going to get a module. You have 2 sections this time. Here, you just watch all the lectures, attempt all the homework, do the check-in quiz, post your initial questions by Thursday, turn in the notes, answer questions, answer your final post is due Saturday, and then submit the submissions, and we'll do 2 of them. I don't have the videos uploaded now. They'll be uploaded before the end of the weekend, so you'll have that. Here are George's videos and extra module things I made you work through. This supplemental material is not necessary, but it's there if you want it. And then you'll just post the, when you post the notes, you'll post 5.2 and 5.3 as one set of notes and upload it. Okay, so it'll just be one PDF. So, and it has to be a PDF. So figure out how to do that. Figure out how to make it readable, and then I'll assign you. And since there's 2 sections here, it's worth 10 points. Okay. All right. With all that said, WebAssign access. We're using LMS integration, so there is no code. And the department has flipped the switch. They have flipped the switch, so it is now live and go, right? Make sure you're using your username and email just for future reference. Makes it easier for you. And so you just click on the homework, click on this, log into this window, create an account or sign in, and then it automatically puts you in the correct class. Okay? So you don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about it. And the nice thing, because we did spend the extra, it took them a day into it. It was done last night, so that's good. All your grades automatically sync, and so if you get it half done, and it gives you like, or say you started and gives you like 18%, and then you see in Canvas, oh no, I got 18%, right? Well, if you finish it and get 100%, it'll upload it, and it's like an hour or every 2 hours it polls. So it takes a little while. So if it doesn't update a day later, then notify me. But if it's within like an hour, just give it some time. Okay? It takes time for them to sync the two. All right. If you have course questions, go ahead and post them here. I will be answering these. I have some to answer now, apparently. Okay. I'll be answering these soon. Hopefully this video will answer some of these questions. I might just say see video. But I won't stop now to answer them because we are recording. All right. Let's finish the syllabus real quick. All right, so here's this, here's that. Required account. So you only really need WebAssign. So if you don't have access to the textbook, I mean, if you have access to WebAssign, you have access to a neat textbook. So you have to have access to WebAssign. Do you need a physical book? No. If you want one, go for it. If you don't, that's fine. Suggested calculator, whatever computer calculator you use. You can use a hand calculator. There's no way we're going to know. And we'd opted out of recording you, having to force a webcam while you're doing that. We opted out of that. I was like, thank you. It's like, I don't want to sit there and watch people take their exam. It's kind of weird. I get it. That way you know they're not cheating and blah, 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 blah. But we're not doing it. All right, so this is an online course, so 15% is online homework. So 15% of your class is doing the homework online. You get 50 tries or 25 tries. You get a lot of tries, so you can just keep working on it until you get it right. So no reason you shouldn't get full points there. Filled out notes. As long as you can copy a video, you should get full points here. So that's another discussion. But as long as you make 2 discussions, that's full points there. And so, what was it, 35% of your grade did just show up, right? Which is good, right? Did you show up and do your work? The check-in quizzes, they're designed to be easy. Not all of the questions are super easy, but did you pay attention, right? They're not worth very much. They're just 5%. At the end of the chapter, there's always a test. So once we finish chapter 5, I'll give you an online test. You get 2 attempts on the online test. So to get the best score, so you get 2 attempts per problem, so you don't have to complete the whole thing. I just have it. You get 2 attempts on this problem, 2 attempts on this problem, 2 attempts on this problem. Try not to share what these problems are. Try not to post it online. The department bought a check account specifically to nail students, and they did over the summer for cheating. So don't cheat. 2 reasons for that. One, you may get caught. You may not, right? But you may get caught. And 2, at this point, you do not want to start a path of not putting in the hard work and then not enjoying what you're doing. Because if you just start shortchanging now, you're going to keep shortchanging later in the harder classes because you don't have the skills. And then when you get to a job, you keep shortchanging. And so you just get in a whole life of shadows and doing what you don't want to be doing. So that's why you shouldn't cheat. I mean, yeah, it hurts. I mean, people say it hurts the institution. It's like, no, every institution has cheaters. They know that, right? It says it hurts the curves. Like, no, the teachers know when students are cheating and they just ignore those grades, right? So The main reason is you don't want to be doing something you don't want to be doing the rest of your life. And so your integrity matters. It matters to you. If no one else, it matters to you. So at the end of the chapter will be that on a midterm, we'll actually have a midterm week. And that's worth 15% of your grade. You probably get 2 tries on that one as well, but it'll be relatively long and intensive. We'll study for it, we'll prepare for it, and then you'll take it. And then the final, the commutative final is written by the department. They also run, they used to kind of sort of run the midterm, now they kind of don't, I don't know, right? They will be running the final. Last term we did it on WebAssign, and you got 2 tries. Most people did really well. Please don't use PhotoMath, Mathway, 10,002 other things you can use to cheat. Just do your best, and you'll have your notes and all this. Currently, this is what was in the syllabus shell I'm forced to use. It says this will be a 2-hour conference exam administered at a location. But it's going to be online, right? Unless we magically cure COVID-19 tomorrow, which it could happen, it could not happen. We don't know. So basically, these 2 will be also on WebAssign. So that's what the current plan is. Learning outcomes, you can read through these. Topical outlines, sample hints. I'll produce. This is outdated, so I'll produce better ones for you. Course schedules on a separate spreadsheet. We'll go over that in a second. Flexibility statement, kind of like what happened last term when we were in class and we all went online and we had to kind of change the rules of what was being graded and what was what. We may go back to being in person, right? Who knows, right? They might get a vaccine out that's safe and effective, and we all might go back in person before the end of this, right? Or the COVID-19 might mutate and we all turn into zombies and eat each other and society collapse. Who knows, right? So this is just basically saying I have the right to change everything if I want to. It's going to be always in your favor. I'll announce all the changes, but I really don't anticipate it. Is anyone else? It's probably going to be online the whole time. So, calculator at no point during classroom instruction. Well, that doesn't matter. We're not in class. Homework's done through WebAssign. They write the homework. I write the check-in quizzes and the chapter quizzes, and then the other one. You need to purchase an access code. Having access to WebAssign is the book for the class, right? The book isn't the book for the class. The online access is the book to the class. If that makes any sense. The book is optional. Academic integrity, like I said, we've been watching Chegg and other stuff. Don't post stuff. Don't post stuff you're not supposed to do it. Now, when it comes to the homework discussion boards, I want you to literally take pictures of your homework, post it on the discussion boards, and say, hi, I can't figure this out, and have people solve it, or help you solve it, right? That's okay. That's not academic integrity. That's literally what I've told you to do. So please post any of your questions straight to the discussion board. And if you ask me a question, I'm going to say, hey, you put it on the discussion board first, right? Or I might look if you post it on the discussion board. If you ask me and it's not on the discussion board, I'm like, hey, ask the discussion board first. That's what it's there for. Give another student an opportunity to teach, because that helps you to learn. It's an old axiom in the military: see one, do one, teach one. And so you're going to see me do it, and then you're going to do it, and then in the discussion board, you're going to kind of teach each other, and that will help you to learn the material really well. Richard Feynman actually has the same process, and he was a famous physicist. So don't cheat. If we catch you, you'll fail that work. It'll be sent into the academic misconduct office. It's a big thing. And if you fight it, I'll show up to the hearing. I have a long history of showing up to the hearing. I'll state my case, and they'll make the decision. I usually don't prosecute unless I'm pretty sure. So, but at that point, I'm pretty sure. So it's just not tolerated. There's a zero tolerance policy for this. Homework's done through WebAssign. All makeups will be done according to UV's policy. Since this is web-based, the only 2 mandatory meetings would be the midterm and the final. Basically, we open it up for like 5 hours, and it's like a 2-hour exam. So that's how it works. So if you're not there those days, for the midterm, you can work with me, but for the final, you have to work with the department. I have zero capability of moving anything dealing with the department, because it's the department final. They run it. they have to give you permission, and they'll tell me that they gave you permission to take an alternative exam. So, test days arrive on time. This is kind of mute point unless we meet in person, but it has to be here because that's what they told me to. Basically, all tests will be open with the modules, and so you can just the second the module's open, you can take that test that day. So you can take it like a week and a half in advance and just be done with it and not care. So I'll trust you to run your own timing. Tutoring's done at CDC. I need to re-upload this. We're going to do it on Zoom, but they haven't given me that information yet, so I need to poke and prod them for it. University policy, here's a whole bunch of stuff that the university forces us to put on this. Academic integrity, you can read through that, just don't cheat. Public health directives, if you're on campus, you have to wear a mask. They sent you a whole huge thing on it, right? Academic misconduct, it's a list of all the things, right? Don't do it. Auditing a class, if you're auditing this class, I'm posting all my videos online. Just drop out of the class and watch the videos. I don't suspect anyone will audit this class except halfway through the term just because they need to be in the class for credits and for financial aid, but they don't want to drop because they don't want to get the F. So I don't know. If you do your work, honestly, if you do the work in this class, I've not seen anyone who's shown up and done their work who's not passed this online version of the class. I've never seen it, right? Now I've seen people who just stop doing their work all the time, right? Or people who did half their work and not pass. That I see all the time. But someone who's completed all the homework, completed all the chapter tests, done all the discussion boards, did all the notes, they almost always pass. So it's my goal. My personal goal is to pass as many as you as possible legitimately. And legitimately is an important part of that. Copyright, don't steal the book. Someone sent me a PDF copy of this book. I was like, where did you get that from? Don't steal the book. Yeah, we'll just pretend that never happened. He might have got it from legit sources. I don't know. I didn't ask. I didn't want to know. Disability resource. If you think you have a disability for any reason, please go see the Disability Resource Center. They have a myriad of things to help you. From extra time on the exams to help for note takers to, I don't know, everything, right? So if you think you have any sort of learning disability or physical disability or any sort of disability, please see them, and they provide to you what you need. Okay, they're real nice people, and you know, if you're curious, my suggestion is to go. I have a couple learning disabilities myself, and I never went, to my detriment. So don't be like your professor. I'm dyslexic with numbers. You'll see that. Final exam. That's on at a set time. Identity verification uses Campus ID and Web Campus. So everything needs to be done through Web Campus and your email. Where's that at? Where's email? Everything has to be used. You have to use your Rebel email. So I have zero clue any of you are you, right? So you have to use your Rebel email, and we're going to be doing everything through Canvas. And that way I can say, at least for all intents and purposes, I thought you were who you said you were, right? If you email me from a personal account, I'm not allowed to answer that at all. Missed classwork, there is no missed classwork in this class. You'll have 2 weeks open, so even if you're traveling, I'm sure you can get access to a computer for a hot minute to finish this stuff, right? If something epically goes wrong in your life, please let me know, right? I'll try to work with you as the best I can, right? From whatever to whatever. Library resources. There's some library resources. The library's on limited use right now, and it keeps changing, so I don't want to just say anything that'll be untrue in a week. Incompletes. For the online course, the math department has to approve the incomplete, and they almost never do, ever. Because it's like, well, why didn't you finish, right? It's just, did you do it in time or not? Writing center, diversity statement, courtesy and respect. Please don't post anything profane on the website. Just don't curse on the website. Don't do anything. Don't do anything you wouldn't be. I don't know if I guess I shouldn't say that. Don't do anything that you might be seen as offensive to any other students, right? And that means anything. And there's a list of things, so don't put anything, you know, that's a racist slur or religious slur. Don't try not to talk about politics on this. You can go do that elsewhere, right? All right, put your course questions here, and that's how this course runs. And so let me just leave student view for a hot second. All right, I'm going to upload this video right here, so that's where you access it. You'll see it. When I get the tuning information, which is correct, I will post it here. They usually give me a PowerPoint. I will post it here as well. So when the Zoom information is correct, it'll go here. I'll go here. Yeah, and then I have this course really done out basically to the end. The only thing I need to do is rewrite some of the notes. Right, I have to rewrite the notes and remake the videos because I'm trying to make it better. Okay, but literally all the way to the end. You'll see 2 weeks at a time, right? When I finish week 3, it'll be posted for you, okay? And that's how this class runs. So I wish you guys the best of luck. If you have any questions, please post them into the course questions, and I'll try to answer those. It's a little late tonight, but I'll probably answer those early tomorrow, sometime tomorrow afternoon. Okay, best of luck to you guys. Good luck, and I'll post my tutoring as well. And yeah, all right. And